Hey everyone, Kathy the Vegan Prepper here with hopefully some encouragement for a hard day. Let's get into it. Vegan Prepper. Vegan Prepper. So I have personally had a couple of difficult days. I hurt my back doing my workout a couple of days ago. And I have been kind of recovering from that, looking ahead towards an extremely busy weekend. This was not the time to hurt my back, which seems like that's kind of the way that it goes, isn't it? It's always extremely inconvenient when stuff like that happens. But, you know, I have been working myself up into quite a stink over these last couple of days. Today I was making lunch. I was kind of basically throwing a fit as I was making lunch. just sinking into that bad mood, just like a little pig, just like rolling in the mud, you know. I was just doing every bit of that, enjoying myself on a certain level, right? You know what I mean? Like when you're sinking into a bad mood, and sometimes there's a part of it that's just enjoyable. But I got to a point I was like, you know, I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm tired of this feeling, this kind of overwhelmed, just unhappy feeling. We don't have to get into all the psychoanalyzing of exactly what was triggered, why I felt that way, whatever. It's just, you know, things were going down and I was not taking it well. So I started praying a little bit, and I just was like, God, I was just, you know, so discouraged. And I was like, God, just like show me something good. Let me see something good right now, please, God. It's like basically because like all I could see was the bad stuff. And I just felt like he said, so look somewhere else. It's just like, oh yeah, I've been focusing only on all of this bad stuff. And then just kind of quickly flitting through my mind, I heard from a preacher I heard years ago, completely changed my life. A phrase that he said during his message. He said, it's not your fault, but it is your fight. So he was specifically speaking towards, you know, things that happen in our lives that are unjust, and, you know, whether that's abuse in your childhood, or your husband leaves you, or your wife leaves you, or whatever. Things that are just sort of unjust. That it might not be your fault, but it is still your fight. You have responsibility to finish that race well, even if we got handed, you know, kind of the deck has been stacked against us, or, you know, it seems like that. It might not be our fault, but it is still our fight. And so like here I am, you know, again, just like a little pig rolling around in my mud, like upset, you know, I'm trying so hard to get healthy and I'm exercising, and then I hurt myself, and I had to miss my workout today actually because I hurt myself. Like I said, I have this thing coming up, and, you know, just getting stuck in the negative. And, you know, I was trying to do a good thing, and I was trying to do what was right, and it sort of ended up not working out for me. And, you know, it might not, on a certain level, it might not really be my fault, but it is still my fight to continue and move forward, and also to be happy, to still be a good person to be around for my family. And as I was thinking about these things, and sort of finally getting back into the place of like picking myself up by my bootstraps and getting ready to head back out and sort of face the day as much as I can, very slowly, with careful movements. Like even right now, I'm like leaning on my desk just so, in a position that's kind of supportive for my back, so I can even be up talking to you guys right now. But like, I took an Advil too, which I do not do. But I was like, you know, I was just gonna take an Advil. I'm going to continue with my St. John's wort, which really does help. It heals it, the tincture. It really does heal back issues for me. And that is like the thing. And I'll continue with that. But I'll take the Advil for the pain really fast, even though I know somebody's going to say, but Advil's not good. But, you know, every now and then you just take something, because I was like, I will do something that will allow me to do something, you know, because I feel like that's some of the insanity, because I can't stand being still. I'll do something. And it brought me back again to another thing. I find myself a lot of times in places where I feel stuck and I feel like there's no way out. And I'm faced with every angle around me, everything around me is screaming at me all of the things I can't do, all of my obstacles, all of the ways that I've been done wrong, you know, all that stuff, you know, just screaming at me. And so I stop myself and I say, okay, let's not think about all the things I can't do. What can I do? So I ask myself that, what can I do? And I start thinking. And so for me, honestly, the first thing I thought of was, I'm going to make a video, because I have 2 videos I'm working on right now that I haven't been able to finish because of all of this, which has been frustrating for me. But you know, it's like I can make a different video. I can finish those other videos, maybe in a way that's not as nice as the way I was planning on finishing them, but I'll still get them finished. I'm going to need some help. So I'm going to have to employ some help to get some of this stuff finished. Just in general, I'm going to have to ask for some help. But because thank God I have help, right? Like there's a good thing I can think of right there. But like asking, what can I do besides all that? And you know, honestly, the first thing, what I'm going to do as soon as I get finished recording this, I'm going to go floss and I'm going to oil pull. And it sounds dumb, but it's like the smallest thing to continue making progress on my goals, continue making progress in my health. If I can't exercise, well, I can still eat nicely. Maybe I can get somebody to make me a smoothie, or maybe the Advil will kick in and I'll get in the kitchen, I'll make my own smoothie. I'll oil pull. I'll continue going after my goals in another way. I'll finish those videos in some different way. I'm working on a cauliflower video, processing all that cauliflower I just got, and then also meals in a jar video, which people I know have been kind of requesting. And these are not going to be instant meals. They're going to just be like a super fast shot of these pasta meals that I make. But I think it'll still be helpful. So I just wanted to like put this out here. And you know, there's a lot of other stuff going on I don't need to get into. The back thing is kind of like the icing on the cake. It's just a little cherry on top of everything, which is why probably I was like suddenly just like, okay, I'm done. But I got to go back to, you know what, it's not my fault, but it is my fight. I have to keep moving. We have to keep moving forward, always moving forward. Heal. And that's actually one of the reasons I really also love that phrase, is that it isn't just about like ignoring everything in an unhealthy way, like in a toxic way, where you are forcing yourself to move, even if you are unable emotionally to do so. I like it because that phrase is so powerful, I think, because it validates the feelings of injustice. It validates where, yeah, things are not fair, or something did happen that wasn't your fault, or heck, even if it is your fault, then it's definitely your fight and you still need to move forward. But you know what I'm saying? Like that, it's not your fault, but it is your fight. It tells you that you're seen. You know what I mean? Like you can acknowledge when things are difficult, but then also recognize the need to move forward. And then obviously it is up to us to heal responsibly and to move forward in such a way that we aren't dragging the injuries of the past into the future. So I'm not on here to be like unhealthy about this and do almost like a toxic hustle thing, or you like ignore all of your pain and continue going in, you know, regardless. Do some of that inner work on those emotions. Like today, like I said, I was throwing a fit making lunch today. And it was just not pretty. And I don't like that behavior. I don't like that behavior in myself, least of all. Is where I don't like it. And it just drew me up short. And that was kind of the moment where I said, okay, I gotta go talk about this. And I did. And so now we've turned a corner and fixed it. So clearly there was something going on, and I'm going to continue working on that as well, praying through some of those emotions. However, I guess that's part of it though. That is part of the fight, is figuring that stuff out and moving forward. So I also want to put this out there too, because I'm thinking about myself and our family, and we are relatively set. Not set, but like, you know, we're in a pretty good position compared to a lot of people out there right now with some of the things going down. I've just heard that the Georgia governor has declared a state of emergency over food supply, food chain supply stuff. The news coming down is not pretty. There is a lot to suggest and scream and say blatantly we are entering into kind of a difficult time. And so I would say continue moving forward. All of the stuff going on in the world, you know, it's not your fault, but it is your fight to figure out in any way you possibly can to prepare and get your family set for the future. I believe there will be ways, there will be open doors for you. I'm praying for that every single day, for every single one of you, every single time I think of it, that doors will open, will be right place, right time to get the things that you need. There are so many resources available online to look at, you know, how to get started. City prepping is a great place to start. But even if you can just spend a few extra dollars a week and getting some extra beans, getting some extra rice, getting whatever's cheap. That's why I love being vegan, is all of our preps are so cheap, but just work. And also it's the thing not a lot of people are focusing on right now is the stuff that we eat. It's still relatively easy to find those things, at least as far as I can tell, when all of the meat is completely gone and you can't get any milk and you can't get any eggs. There's still beans and rice on the shelf, so go after it. But yeah, I'm praying for you. And, you know, we all have difficulties, but we need to move forward together. And so, yeah, hopefully this is an encouraging little word for you guys today. And I definitely need to go ahead and cut this short and get back onto the couch in the prescribed position. I am used to activity, okay? I'm used to working. This is not what I'm used to. All right. But anyway, I am praying for you. I love you guys. And I will try really hard to have a good attitude. It's not my fault, but it is my fight. All right. See you guys later. As always, I hope the rest of your day is good and your life stays wonderful. Bye.